All right. Hi, gang. I am so excited to be here. I am going to mute this so that I don't hear myself. There we go. I had the stream pulled up so that I could actually hear the track going because thank you, Baba Yaga, for such an amazing little intro there. Everyone in the stream, welcome to a Sterling Garden. If you haven't seen me and all of us screaming about this on social media, this is a little Star Wars 5e stream to benefit Gender Alchemy, a 501c3 organization that provides support, education, and healing for transgender and gender expansive folks like myself and a couple other folks here in the chat in Fresno, California. I'm the only one in Fresno, but the rest of us. Anyway, I'm very glad that you all are here to join us today. You can donate at the QR code that is on the screen. It's going to be right about there. And you can find supports and events from them on their link tree. That's going to be linktr.ee/genderalchemy. You can find their little donate thing by hitting !donate, and Nightbot will give you a handy little link as well. Playing with me today are Merm, Mr. Ray, Adelaide, and Kay. We're actually going to go down the list here. I'm going to start with Adelaide here. Introduce yourself and where people can find you. Don't introduce your character yet. We'll get there.
Very good. I guess that's what I get for having a name that starts with an A. Hello, my name is Adelaide, and you can find me here at Metalurg. Theater kid doing theater things. I'm Canadian. I apologize for the inconvenience I have caused, and pineapple does live on pizza. And that's me. Wow, that's my elevator pitch.
Beautiful. Go ahead, take it away, Kay.
Hey, you all. I am Kay Purcell. I work in video games, do TTRPG stuff every chance I get. You can find me at Chaotic Wholesome every Tuesday, Table Talk Show. You can find me over on the Emergency Power Podcast for Starfinder Tomfoolery, if you're into that. And then here, doing this with more stuff coming, but I can't talk about it yet. So yeah, I am one of the resident Americans, and we apologize deeply.
That's my line.
we are obligated to use it right
at
now.
This point, yeah.
Yep. Gonna stop saying sorry soon.
Yeah, moving on to Merm.
Hi, everybody. My name is Merm. You can find me online sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. This weekend I will kind of be. I write. I voice act. I'm here. I'm doing this. I play a grandmother on a different channel on Enchanting Sorcery Productions. You can find me there every other Sunday. Let's see. And then in my most northeast Wisconsin accent, I'm also so sorry for everything that the United States has done thus far and will continue to do moving forward, because someone is still in the White House making it a tiny bit more orange every day. So that's me.
I love that.
Thanks.
And finally, speaking of the way, Mr. Ray.
Hi there, I'm Mr. Ray, and I'm wearing a mask. I won't wear this the whole time. But you can find me on $2 Creature Feature, an actual play podcast, on wherever you get your podcast from. I run a Monster of the Week game, so check that out. I also make my own indie games over on itch. You just look up Mr. Ray, you'll find me. And I thought we were doing the pizza bit. I was gonna say, barbecue sauce belongs on pizza too, but as for American, yeah, I'm sorry, and somebody let a horse loose in the hospital, and it's scarier this time.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
You're right. Yeah, and I am Sophia Esther. I'm your game master for the evening. You can find me, my art, and my screaming on basically any platform with AKA underscore sketch, excepting Tumblr, which is just AKA sketch, no underscore, no spaces, no caps. Yeah. And without further ado, we're going to bring you into the pilot episode of A Sterling Garden. You guys have made your way into a doghouse. Or you're making your way into a doghouse. Let's find out which of I'm gonna roll to see which of you shows up first. Merm. Go ahead and describe who walks through the doghouse door.
Yeah, there is, in the grand scheme of things, a little bit taller and maybe taller. A yellow Twi'lek, kind of just strutting their stuff, kind of like, getting along, looking over their shoulder every now and again. But we're kind of in the middle of a lot of stuff, so everybody's kind of doing that. They are covered in tattoos down both of their tentacles that go behind them. And they're just keeping to themselves at this point. So.
Fair enough. You walk in through the sliding door, automatically opens for you. You know how this works. And you see in front of you an empty fucking room with tables, chairs, and a little bar over on the corner there. A Kyoso. Green skin, yellow eyes, has like a leather face mask, and a soft white head wrap, that kind of it drapes over like maroon working clothes. He's just kind of wiping down the counter, looks at you as you come in, and then goes back, pulls out a data pad, and just starts poking it.
Yeah, are you, I don't mean to be intrusive here, buddy. I know you're working. What's with the data pad? You take account of everybody who walks in this empty place?
What are you here for?
Meeting some comrades of mine. Yeah.
What ship?
It was there's a lot of postings, I'm just kind of here to see which one will take me.
All right, I've got 5 ships that are looking for work right now. We've got the Harbinger, we have the Sexy Fingers, we have the I didn't fucking name this shit. Don't look at me like that. We got the Pelican, we got the Genesis, we got the I can never pronounce this right. Well, that's what you're getting. I'm not pronouncing that one.
Yeah, as sexy as that sounds, it's the pelican, the bird, I think is what the huh?
Isativa, ring a bell.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, sit down. She'll be here shortly.
Sweet. Got any free drinks?
Not for you.
But why?
Where are you from?
Here and there. You know, I kind of just go around everywhere.
He leans over the bar. You don't give me anything. I don't give you anything.
Okay,
I
so I
asked
tell you
for
where. So I tell you where I'm from, and you give me a free drink.
Make a persuasion check.
First roll.
First roll.
The game.
Let's fucking go. Okay, persuasion. It was so close to a 20. A 14.
14. Fair enough. That sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. I don't know if you'll fucking believe me, but I come from a family of Jawas.
Make another persuasion check.
Okay. It's a 9.
9?
That's a 9. 3 on the die.
Oh, honey. Let me see.
Would you believe me?
Actually, I'm having him roll an insight check. I should have done that instead. What is your passive deception score?
My passive deception.
Passive
score?
deception. So add 10 to your yeah, I have your sheet. I could just look, but I'm gonna ask you anyway.
Yeah.
10 plus your deception. Bonus.
10 plus my deception. Okay. That's at 18.
18. I'm very thankful, and you should be too, that he rolled so fucking high. You're a very difficult person to read. Just by your own training, this is just the way that you are. You
This
can't
is my
help
way.
it. Yeah,
This
this
is
is
my
your
way.
way. He looks at you, he squints. Holy shit, you're not joking.
Mm.
That deserves a drink if I ever heard one.
You want to believe those?
He doesn't go to the wet bar. He kicks something. You hear a psst, something opens, and he pulls out a bottle, slides it over to you.
Do you care to tell me what this is, or am I
Look at
just
the
supposed to
label.
drink it?
Look at the label.
Okay, I look at the label.
What is Octothal's favorite beverage? Do you know Star Wars beverages at all?
No, I
Beautiful. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to say it's a Juma. Not necessarily that it's your favorite beverage, but that like he hands you a bottle of very, very like shitty off-brand Juma juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's not like, yeah, it's cheap. Is what we have.
I'll take
We
it.
ain't no spaceport.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And then I walk over to one of the tables, kind of just like remember everything that he said to me to be like, okay, Pelican, Var, I'm here for work. Pelican, Var, I'm here for work.
As you pull out that chair, the door opens once again. Huh. I don't have that. That's another person walks through. Mr. Ray, do you want to describe your character for us?
No.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah,
You
thanks,
can leave the
fun.
stream then.
Yeah, I think a 4'11", 5 foot tall human in Mandalorian armor steps through, and the armor itself is orange, with a red accented stripe over one of the eyes. And Mar Ordo slowly looks across the docks to get a feel for what the environment looks like.
Yeah, empty tables, a dude at the bar. He's already on his little data pad. He looks up at you, puts more stuff into the data pad. There's a yellow Twi'lek sitting at a table. No one else in here.
Mars gonna go to the person with the data pad and just stands in front of him until he is acknowledged.
He looks up.
Pelican.
Gestures at the table.
He gets a slow nod, and then he just walks over there and stands by the table, crossing his arms in front of him.
So, do you need something? Do you want a drink?
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you here for the sexy fingers? Not my sexy fingers. That was weird. You here on a job?
And he just gives a slow, polite nod.
Oh, okay. Are you here to work for the ship named the Sexy Fingers or another one?
He says, Pelican.
Oh, snap! That's mine. I'm here for that one too. I think.
Breaking the awkward tension is the sound of the door opening once more. And in walks Kay. Go ahead and describe your character.
Well, first off, it's less of a walk and more of a saunter as Mara Bellalago comes working her way in. A big mess of auburn, wavy hair, kind of teal headband, bits of braids and colorful ribbon and metallic kind of braided in here and there. Dressed definitely smuggler vibes, brown pants, high boots, kind of white, mostly their top with a very battered brown leather jacket over top. Aqua bright green eyes with a scar over one eye and some scratches on the other cheek. All of 5'2", slender, and just kind of doesn't throw open the door, but opens it, steps in, just takes a minute to drink the place in. So not much of a party, I see.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
You get a from the dude behind the counter. Fully straight faced, still just tapping away on his data pad. Looks up a little bit, rolls his eyes, looks back at you, narrows his eyes.
Not much of a greeting either, I see. And we'll just saunter right up to the bar.
Chip.
Well, I heard the Pelican's in need of my particular skills.
Gestures at the table.
Did somebody say pelican?
I sure did, honey. Be right with you. What can a girl get to drink here?
I've got some Juma. It's pretty. It's off-brand.
Nothing
It's-
stronger.
Are you looking for something specific?
Something with a little burn to it.
What are you willing to part with?
You asked me real nice, and I'll give you my name.
Juma is.
She'll just roll her eyes, walk away, leave it.
Fucking beautiful. Yeah. He. Yeah. You. Do you sit at the table with your compatriots?
Yeah, we'll just saunter over. So,
Lovely.
y'all two are here with the Pelican as well? Just settles in, kicks feet up on an extra chair.
Yeah. You know, gotta not really much of a talker. Guy over there. I feel like I
Mysterious
opened
type.
my mouth too much. But what?
The mysterious type, that one.
Yeah. Do you want my drink? I don't want it.
Sugar, did you not just see me leave that back at the bar?
Oh no. I was too self-indulged. The Pelican.
Do you know much about it?
The Pelican. That's what I
That's
know.
a no. All right.
Yeah. What about you? What's your name?
Normally I charge for that, but you're mighty cute. So, Marabella. But you can call me Bella, and we'll boop the nose.
Ah. Okay. I've never, well, my whole family's like 3 feet tall, so new experiences. I guess. What about you? Name?
Mar.
Come on. Mar.
Okay. I like that. Short, sweet, to the point.
Short name for a short king. I like it.
You said it, not me. I'm too tall to call somebody that first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you short, but I'm taller than you. That's what I'm saying. I need to stop talking. I'm gonna drink. And I open the thing and chug half of it.
Aren't you just adorable?
I try, I think.
Well, 3 don't make a crew, so where's the rest?
And that's when the door opens one final time. Adelaide, you want to describe your character?
Yeah, so you see the stereotypical shy kid come in. Long, kind of like a duster trench coat. Hole, not holes, but like you could definitely tell it's been worn. Over top of your regular, combat suit. Hands in the pockets, kind of hunched over, not really making any eye contact. Hair is a grayish brown with beads kind of put through it. Goggles on the head. There's some grease stains on the boots, on the the parts of the skin that you can see. Door opens, just kind of does the looks in the room first, and then takes a step in. Again, hands in pockets, really hunched over, looking around. Kind of will slowly drag her heels over to the bar and Siegel.
There's no. Actually, make a persuasion check.
Oh. That's a whopping 9.
Seagull. seagull, seagull, seagull. He gets a kind of smirk on his face. There's not a ship here named the Seagull, sweetie.
Sparrow,
No,
Robin.
either.
Just lean over there too. Should we throw that poor darling a bone?
Yeah, hold on. I have the perfect idea.
Oh,
He
this
puts
is
up
gonna
a
be
hand.
fun.
Fingers.
Who the
It's the sexy fingers. Say that one. I want to see what happens.
Excuse
Oh.
me, what now? That was an option.
I just
No shit
pull
called
out.
sexy fingers. Almost got on.
I
Sad to-
pull out my hands from my pockets and I look at my fingers like, what? And that's where I see that I've written pelican on my hand. Oh, pelican. I knew it was a bird. I just,
Good job.
yeah.
Proud of you.
We got there.
That's the table. He said he's going to be here shortly.
Got it. Do I have to sit at that table?
I mean, you don't have to, but that's the crew that you're going to be working with. I don't know about you, but I think it'd be a little smart to get to know my crew before I go on a giant voyage with them.
I'm gonna look at the table.
It's good to be.
I'm gonna look at him. And look back at the table.
Sugar Bear, I don't bite unless you ask real nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll just kind of put my hands back in my pockets and kind of slide over and kind of. Is the table like near the wall, or is it like right in the center of the room?
Octrathal, which table did you pick?
One by the wall, for sure.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's like in the corner. You can it's almost covered by it, like a pillar, but just enough.
So yeah, I'm going to kind of hands in pockets, lean against the wall with my head down, feet kind of kicked out, that little slanty, out of the way. Don't look at me.
Excuse me, you're in my spot.
I didn't see your name on it.
And he's just gonna like awkwardly just stare.
I will stand up to my full height, kind of square my shoulders, and just stare back.
He's gonna look up to you. Still, just
I can do this all day.
Oh, this is going to be a fun trip.
Do you think so? I don't know.
Hmm. I can't wait to watch this enemies to lovers thing unfold.
I haven't read it. I haven't read that since I've been back home. Any of those kinds of books. This is what the not Mar, the other one. I haven't got your name yet. What's with the gunk on your clothes?
Mechanic grease.
Ah, mechanic. Okay. So we break down. Got a mechanic. That's good. I think.
Working type. I can respect that.
Who do you think is gonna win? You got any credit on you? You want to bet? My bet's on the new one.
I mean, it's real hard to tell how the other one's going to crack as he's under that mask and all.
Exactly. But that spit won me over. What can I say? I was spitting. I didn't mean it like that. Ah, dang it.
This is going to be so
The
entertaining.
man behind the counter looks over at you, Joanna. Looks down at your spit. Looks back at you. Are you going to clean that up?
No, but he
You're
will.
going to pay me to... really? Really, I will. Fascinating.
No. I think they said he will, like Mar will. Maybe. I don't know. It's our mechanic. I want to keep our mechanic. When's your buddy coming from the Pelican, anyways?
Mar,
like
make a... Sorry, not Mar. Joanna, make an intimidation check.
Oh no.
All right, so I'm not even gonna ask you what that number was. You tell me, based on that intimidation check, you tell me how Joanna, her demeanor is right now.
It's focused. I can hear shit happening in the back, but it's like I am just, you know what? Let's go. I'm not here to dick around. I just want to get off this rock, and if you're going to stand in my way, I will remove you from my way.
And it's succeeding at that attitude?
I rolled a 15.
Damn,
wow.
okay, sick. He kind of squints a little. I guess I will. And with that, the door opens one more time. And in walks you guys see a pink Twi'lek. Goggles on her forehead. A red leather coat. Red leather pants, very, very maroon aesthetic on her. And a like a white shirt, undershirt with some grease stains. Very short. I cannot express this enough. Oh, by the way,
I feel right.
for those watching, our entire party is very short. Octorthal is a grand total of 5'10", which is nice and average for the population. Everyone else is below that by at least 6 inches. This woman that walks through is an inch shorter than Mar Ordo, our Mandalorian, our short king himself.
Okay.
However, she walks in with the presence and confidence of someone far taller. You know those kind of people that walk in and you're like, hey, they know themselves, they know what they're about, and I might not want to fuck with them. You know, she almost has that. She's pretty fucking close. But she walks in, not a saunter, not a she has a place to be. She's not in a hurry though. Walks up to the counter. Rask, hello, how are the kids? And oh, they're doing just fine.
I got kids.
She looks over at the table. Ma, Octo, Bella, and Joe. Yes?
Joe.
Joe.
Anyone that wants to try to place her accent may, by making a lore check.
I hate to have wasted it on this, but that is a natural 20.
Hey,
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
Beautiful. Anyone that got higher, did anyone get lower than a 10?
I got an 18.
Lovely. Okay, you all got like a 15. Yeah, she's from Coruscant. Or at least she was raised there. I think that all of you rolled high enough to know, not necessarily typical of Twi'leks. but that's the accent she has. She waves at all of you. Hello, Iseti. Are you ready to leave?
I think as long as these two are done with their stare down for their spot on the wall. Joe, you done?
Brask, now that you all know his name, because none of you fucking asked.
Can I say I'm an asshole?
Give me a drink. Why would I?
He points at the wall. Yep, I was just about to clean that up. He looks straight at Joanna. Iseti's gonna make an insight check here. Looks between you two, shrugs. All right, gang, come on.
Could have done with a drink, but sure. And we'll stand up and follow.
I'm leaving my drink behind. That tasted nasty.
Awesome.
I think Mari's gonna grab your drink and drop it off at the receptacle on the way out. Like, just subtly so nobody sees him do it, but
I'd like to make an insight to watch him do it.
All right, so you're gonna make that. I'm gonna have that be a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
Holy shit! Yeah. No matter what your, I was gonna say passive stealth was, Mar, still happens. You see it. You fully clock that.
All right. All right. Take a job away from a man. Whatever. Okay.
Beautiful.
As I walk away, I will kind of drag my foot kind of scoopy through my spit, and it doesn't necessarily smear it anymore, but it kind of gets like the little like chewing tobacco chunk kind of gets it onto like the lip of the boot, and then it kind of gets most of it off, and I'll just walk away.
Okay. You do so. You guys make your way out of the dock house, and there's not very many ships in the harbor. There's a couple here and there, and we're talking like actual watercraft. There's no spaceship. Wait, there's one spaceship here actually. And oh, what the fuck? It just thank you, Windows, for being so fucking cool.
Windows
Yeah. There's one ship here. You see in front of you a gray ship, mostly metal with some orange and purple accents. Anyone that has proficiency in I'm gonna say we're going to say mechanics tools. This is going to be a funny one. Are you going to make an intelligence mechanics tools check if you want to know what kind of ship this is?
Is that the same as mechanics kit?
That would be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't suppose technology would work with given my background.
Octo, actually, because of your background, I'm going to give you advantage on this check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no! I take that the first one. rolled a nat 1 for that advantage roll. And then I add my proficiency in what?
you'd add your proficiency and your intelligence.
Okay, so then that is an 18.
18 total. Nice. This is an excess stock light freighter. with a lot of new parts on the side. This is Theseus's stock light freighter. This ship dates back roughly to the Old Republic era. Basically, but it's got these plasteel pontoons strapped to the bottom, and where the like dock, like the gangplank would be to like enter the ship, it is now on the dock, like extruding out of the ship onto the dock. This is effectively like someone telling you, hey, yeah, I got a truck. This is going to work great. And they show up with a Model T. This is, but like not just any Model T, like an impeccably cared for Model T with custom parts.
Wow.
Flames painted on it so it goes faster.
Yeah. That's why it's orange.
Mm.
Shakeen, excuse me, Iseti, she looks back at you all, and I know it isn't much, but here she is. A little, and I do mean very, very small, droid, a little astromech droid, wheels out onto the platform. And yeah, he is very, very small. He is beeping madly. And by very, very small, I do mean half the normal height of an astromech droid. Here, actually, let me see if I can get you a nice little picture of him. I have a better picture. But let's see if I can post this in a... Yaga, if you would be so kind as to pull up the maybe the avatar in the window, that would be lovely. I'm gonna post this in the chat for you guys. I'm so prepared. Little black body, purple accents, white head, one singular eye. I will allow a technology check to know anything about what is happening here with this little droid.
Also,
white legs as well.
If I speak binary,
Mm-hmm.
can I just...
Yeah.
Do I know what he's saying?
Oh yeah, you fully know what he said. He yeah.
That's another natural 20. I've just wasted them all.
Hey! Exactly what this is, and what the fuck? How does this person have one? Iseti has gotten her hands on a prototype R6 droid, and by prototype, I'm an R6 micro droid. Only like a few of these units were ever made ever, and she has one. And appears to be in impeccable condition too. Just kind of looking over it, you can see little scratches and things. This thing has been around a while, but it's been polished, taken care of, worked on a little bit. But the binary comes out, and you immediately realize, oh shit, this thing has not had a memory wipe ever. Because he basically says, hey, you fucker, we gotta go. It is time. And Iseti just turns to him and goes, I know, but trust me, we have a little bit more time. I just need to pick up some more things. I'm going to get them situated, and then we'll be okay. And he fires back. And then, meaning about, hey, it's your fucking funeral. You said that we had to leave soon. This is the time that you said. We're here now. Do what you need to do. And zips back up the ramp. I don't mind him. Come on. And Iseti leads you up into the ship.
Bella has not stopped looking from the droid to the ship, from the droid to the ship, from the droid to the ship. It's like junk, pristine, amazing. What? How?
You walk into the inside of this ship, and it is modern. This is the entire inside. This is a sleeper machine. Holy shit. This is you pass through the halls, you see a workshop, you see a little kitchenette, and she leads you into a past also a little living space with a little hollow chest board, because I have to put one in here. This is, Mom said we had the Millennium Falcon at home, so I have to put in a hollow chest board. She leads you guys into a little communal area with 4 doors. Your rooms here. I have one as well. It's over that way. I'll show it to you later. You all can take your pick. Have some privacy. There is the cargo unit is down that hall there, and washroom is through that door right there, and there's some stocked kitchenette things. I have some supplies I have to go get in the market really quickly. I came to you as soon as I could. I apologize for the delay. Here we are. Welcome to your new home for a while.
This is
Any
quite
questions?
impressive.
Thank you. Built it up from a little junkyard pile myself.
You are muted.
You still have silence cast on you.
Yeah.
I cast unsilence on me.
Perfect.
I still don't trust Iseti yet, so I'd like to little insight check on
Little
like
insight check.
where were you actually before all
Go
this
for it. Yeah,
Were you-
absolutely.
late or whatever. Okay.
If you guys want to make perception checks on like Iseti's general appearance and apparel really quickly, you're welcome to.
I rolled a 3, so we're good. I know
3
exactly
on the perception or the
on
insight?
my insight.
Okay, lovely. Yeah.
I know exactly what's going on.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I got all of an 11 on my perception.
Perception. Okay.
11.
11 is enough to notice that she has a blaster.
She has a what?
A blaster.
Oh, blaster.
A pistol. It looks like.
Mar got a 16.
Mar, I will give you advantage on that
Oh,
because no, I'm not going to give you advantage on that, but I am going to allow you, because of the scenario, to add your proficiency bonus. So it's not a 16, it's an 18.
okay.
Okay. Mar, that blaster pistol at her hip, your eyes lock onto it. Weapons are a thing for you. Weapons are a part of my religion.
I'm
But it's
polyamorous. So.
Yeah. You see your eyes lock onto that blaster. It is custom as fuck. It's not just this ship. It's not just this ship. It's not just that droid. Her blaster too. It looks like it was modified from a standard Imperial rifle, not pistol, but it is turned into a pistol. and it's got like these leather cloth strips hanging off of it. It's a little decorated apparently. It's in its holster, so you can't really see it very well. But from what you can see, you note the little bits and pieces. This thing, she worked on it. Any other insight checks from the crowd? Not perception, insight.
Yeah.
Oh no, not inside. I was rolling a perception.
Okay, go for it.
I just had
what-
15.
15?
Yeah.
15, you note the blaster would be custom as well. You wouldn't note quite to the degree that Mar was able to.
Do I clock Mar picking up on the blaster pistol, or do I notice everyone's kind of looking at her hip?
Roll an insight check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Disadvantage, yes, because you are focused in on her, and also Mar has a helmet on that covers
Fair.
her face.
What do you mean? Insight. So that's a 11 plus 4 is 15.
15.
15.
I think you clock a very subtle head tilt from Mar, just down a little bit, and so you note, okay, yeah, he's looking at the blaster too, and his head does not move for a bit, and then it moves back up.
I, standing with my hands in my pockets as I do, move my hand over my holster with the blaster pistol.
Interesting. Okay.
Just kind of.
Anybody else with an insight check?
My insight was only a 12.
Only 12. Okay. Yeah. Do you get anything? No, you do not. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little bit. That confident, controlled walk that she had is practiced. It is, and not in the way that like, oh, it's a performance. She is in control of her body.
I can respect that.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is lovely to meet you all. I will get to know you later. I need a bit of shore leave, and I need to pick up some equipment. I've been in hyperspace travel for 2 weeks. It has been rough. I will see you in just a moment. Are we all good? Get settled in?
I'm sure we can find some trouble to get up to.
Not too much, I hope.
I make no promises.
Lovely. Oh, sorry. Gestures at the black, purple, and white droid. This is TMB1 or Thimble. Which roughly translates to "Hey, bitches."
Oh, baby.
Bella just leans down. Ain't you just adorable?
Touch me with a hydro spanner, and I will zap you.
Oh, honey, don't you worry.
And I think you can get what that one is. But yeah, he kind of retracts his little his middle leg and does a little bow. Thimble here is going to help you settle in. I think he was planning on baking something.
That's a bit of many talents.
He zips out into the little kitchenette and you hear crashing of some pans.
This is going to be very interesting.
He certainly is. If you need nothing more from me, I will leave you to it. Lovely. And she leaves. And you
Oh.
have the pelican to yourselves.
Bella will
And-
immediately turn to Joe. So do you speak binary, sugar?
I speak 2 languages. Good basic and bad basic.
So that one says you take any tools anywhere near him and he will zap you.
Copy
Just
that.
so you're aware.
I'd like to slip out of this conversation and do some sniffing.
Of course you would. Thank you.
I don't trust it. Is that too good to be true? Oh no. My thing died again. Oh no. My mouse died. Not that.
That's no good.
That's no good at all. Okay, so I went to I kind of want to get into Isetti's quarters.
Of course you do.
E.
You in order to get there, you're going to have to pass by the kitchenette. And
Okay.
also, you're slipping out of this conversation. I'm assuming you want to do so without the other group seeing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't trust them yet. That's fine. You've just met today. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay. Okay. Oh no.
We're going against everyone's passive perceptions here. I have that pulled up right now.
It's not with advantage, is it?
It is not with advantage, my good sweetie.
All right. That is the first nat 1 of the game.
Hey, gang! Now's a good time to mention channel points. We have a couple different things that you can get with your channel points.
Please.
Yeah. So go ahead and look through. You can do Hey Listen to re-roll a nat 1. If one of you wants to claim that for our good friend Octerthal, you absolutely should.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Please. Please.
A trap?
It's not. I promise. I promise it's
And
not.
there you go. You get to re-roll that nat 1 for you.
Thanks, lurking rider. Taking my fun away from me. Thought you were on my side.
This could just be another nat 1. We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah, I wasn't. There are 2 1s in the number. It wasn't that
that's
one.
not too bad. Yeah.
So it's a
So a
13. 14.
14 total?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. That's funky. Why is it saying that? That is. Oh no! Wait. Wild. That should be a +1 for you. It's showing the wrong number on your thing. That barely beats everyone's passive. It meets it, beats it, gets everyone's passive perception in the Pelican right now, including Thimble,
Love it.
whom I thought had a higher passive perception than that.
Oh, so I also get past the kitchenette?
Yeah, you get past the kitchenette, clanking, and as far as you guys are aware, you see Octo, and then just kind of casually looking through, you see them pick a room, and then you don't see them anymore. Maybe you're. I think that you're aware that they're gone because they didn't beat it by much. but you're not sure where they went. You make it past that kitchenette, and you come to a locked door.
Well, this is no good. And then I try to pick it.
Of course you do. Make yourself a little slicer's tools check.
A sleight of hand, you said?
This would be, let me verify. This is not just sleight of hand. This is going to be slicer's tools. Do you have?
I do not have slicer's tools.
Ooh, all right. I'm going to let you do sleight of hand, but it will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying my best, you know?
Yeah.
I could just blast the door. But
There is a possibility that mechanics tools could also work in this scenario, but it will be here. I will let you either roll sleight of hand at disadvantage or mechanics kit with
That's
no
what I was
disadvantage. However, your entry will be known and visible. You will leave marks of your entry.
Okay. I'm fine with
Okay, sick.
Why do I feel like I'm going to get blamed for this?
that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dexterity mechanics kit.
Okay. Nope. That's a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Yep. You pull out a mechanics kit and you open up the door, like controls there, and you look, you see all the cabling, you look up to where the pneumatics are, and you try to jam a little tool up there.
Yeah.
You're like, you know how to jerry rig this.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a tight fit, and you kind of fuck. Your tool is stuck. It's not broken, but it is stuck.
Okay.
And it's stuck in a way that you can't put the thing back on.
All right. I'm gonna pack up my mechanics kit and I'm gonna head.
Just gonna leave the
pilot bay. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know who that is. Hello?
Amazing.
What are you talking about?
Perfect.
It's not
10 out of
mine.
10. No notes. Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Yeah. You're gone for all of like, we're gonna say 5 minutes. To do that. Do you poke around anything else, or do you just go straight to your room to like situate yourself?
I want to see like, because I've done some like shipping, like obviously with my background, I've done like stuff on ships, but I don't know if I've ever like done piloting specifically for this like ship. So I want to like see what the piloting stuff is all about.
Yeah. You go over there and you see a pristine cockpit. This is pretty. Again, modern equipment.
Yeah.
Inside a Model T, effectively.
Yeah, it's like Sirius XM in a Model T.
Yeah, basically, yeah, 100%. Not just Sirius XM, but like we're talking CarPlay, we're talking like an actual like modern power steering wheel. We're talking effectively that vibe. We're going to kick on over to everyone else really quickly. What are you all doing?
I think Bella like started that conversation with Joe and then has just not let up and has like been slowly invading personal space. And it's like, so tell me, how is it that a gearhead like you don't speak binary? Isn't that like a basic for people who poke around in these things?
I'm constantly taking that you step in, I step back. You step in, I step back until that like final boom right against the wall. I don't need to talk to people, so why do I need to learn another language?
Well, okay, I'm going to say this real quiet so our little friend over there don't hear it. Droids ain't exactly people. That one's not had a memory wipe, so he's a little bit. Most of them are pretty
If he has a
mellow.
memory, then it's a person.
I agree.
I wasn't talking to you.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just not going to get between y'all two. This is going to be so much fun to watch until finally back off Joe. It's like, no, this is my life right now.
You guys hear over the comms, all of you hear this. Excuse me, ready the ship for launch, please. We have to leave.
I knew
Oh,
I
that's
didn't trust them.
sudden.
I'm right here.
I sincerely hope that you have all had your chance to get settled in and everything. Do remain calm. Urgently, we do have to leave.
Hearing that, Bella just wants to quickly dip into the cargo area.
Mhm.
Just see if there's anything interesting there. If we're leaving quickly.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Now, if I trust this, I trust this dice. That's going to be a 23.
23, nice. You find a lot of crates of medicine. And other various supplies. Regular shipping shit. This is playing multiple things at once. Stop that. You find multiple crates of like regular shit. You do find some weaponry. Proper tags. You got a total of what?
23.
23. Yeah. Proper tags. Everything is too clean.
Oh. Just gonna take a peek at one of them, knowing a thing or two about forgery.
I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna have you make a. You have that force of personality feed, right?
I do.
Make me a charisma insight check.
Ooh.
This is not a part of it, but I'm making it a part of this.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Your instincts are telling you to check the workshop.
Yeah, I'm gonna glance back. Has anyone followed me? Because Bella made it's like we gotta leave her. It's like I'm gonna go check on something.
Has anyone followed Bella?
No, I'm going to do something different.
Beautiful. In fact, when that came through, you started to smell something like sweet baking, in the oven. And then you hear a and your mechanic, TMB1 Thimble, zips into the engine room, readying the ship for launch from excuse me, that is the roll, right? Whichever one you're not, Joanna, between technician and mechanic. I can't exactly remember right now. But yeah, runs into the engine room to ready everything there. So you haven't even been followed by Thimble.
Perfect. Then yeah, I'm gonna just say no one's following. Just far too casually wander my way over to the workshop. Just take a little peek.
Make an investigation check.
That's been rolling too well. I don't trust it. I blame Thimble because ever since Thimble showed up, this one's been rolling real great. Oh, not quite as good, but still good. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17.
17. That's just barely high enough to find, I think, one thing.
I'll take it.
So here's the question. I would like to show the stream this. I would not like to tell anyone else this. Is there a way for you guys to mute specific people? And then I'll give the thumbs up when beautiful. Go ahead and mute me and Bella on your guys' end. Thumbs up when you guys have done that.
I think I've done that. Yep.
Awesome.
Can you hear us?
No, I don't think they can. Bella, you find a kyber crystal.
Oh. Just like laying around, or?
It's tucked away. You have to search a little bit.
Mm.
But your instincts lead you to it. It's almost like it's weird finding it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You know what this feels like now. Connecting to the force a little bit. It felt like it was singing to you, wanting you to find it. But I mean, silently, it's wild.
I'm not gonna think about that too much. I don't want to think about that.
Do you keep the crystal?
Absolutely.
What color was it that you found?
Oh, I think it's got to be like that beautiful teal green color.
Beautiful, lovely. All right.
Tuck that away in a pocket.
We're good to be back.
Oh.
I was just gonna write hi.
Beautiful.
Writing pelican on my hand.
Beautiful. I love it.
Trying to have this serious moment, and I'm like, nope,
This
don't
is
laugh.
so
don't
good.
laugh.
I love it so much.
I love everyone at this bar.
You guys hear over the intercom again. Yep, I am certainly being followed. It's probably going to be a hot exit.
How panicked is she right now?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Can I look outside?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually where I was gonna go. I was gonna go to the ramp that we get into the ship
Beautiful.
with.
Yeah.
Insight. I know how to read. There we go. That's a 23.
23. Lovely.
We are rolling so hot. I'm so proud of everyone's dice.
I have
23.
not.
She is. This is practiced. She is used to this kind of thing. She is still scared. You know that vibe where it's like, I've prepared for this. I didn't want this to happen, but I've still prepared for this. Yeah. That's where she's at.
I'm going to use calm emotions
On whom?
on her.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Maybe I can't. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw on a creature.
I'm gonna let you do this.
Okay.
I should have caught this.
Okay.
You made a mistake in picking these. That being said, I'm gonna let her make this check with advantage.
Oh.
Because this you weren't supposed to have access to this one yet.
Oops, my bad.
It's okay. No worries.
Well, that's okay because I probably don't calm her well anyway.
Yeah, she very much succeeds.
It's more
You
of like
see-
I'm trying to just like, look, you're fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You know, we're gonna get it. Don't get your feathers in a twist, okay?
Hey.
Just tell us what to do and we'll do it.
Beautiful. I'm gonna go over to Mar, who went onto the ramp. Yaga, do you have a picture of that that individual that I sent you right before I drew Adelaide's character?
I also just want to say I looked out the window and my perception was a 2.
Beautiful. You see Iseti coming up, power walking. Mar, you see something is blocking the view, your view, like a bar. Sorry, Octothal. Something is blocking a view, the view of whoever is right behind Iseti. As you're kind of looking,
Weird.
Mar, you see an individual behind her, black armor, a belt with the symbol of the Empire across her waist, and a mask that sort of only covers up to here, like down to here, excuse me, and ends in like spiked teeth, and has like a red T transparasteel eye hole. Feminine, dark gray armor, and as she stalks up the walk, she looks up at you. Make me an insight check really quickly.
Okay. Oh, fun. How does an 8 do me?
Yeah, you're fine. This is a freaky person, and oh shit, she holds a hand out to her side. Something leaps off of her waist into her hand without her touching it, and a lightsaber ignites blood red. And that's where we're going to break.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
This is fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Totally fine.
This is the way.
Totally fine.
It's fine.
Everything's
This is the way.
normal.
This is the way. Hot lady,
No one's
hot
done
sword.
anything suspicious. No one's done anything weird.
What?
And certainly, no one is on the run from the Empire.
No, no.
No, none of us.
Mm-mm.
We'll see you back in just a couple minutes, folks.
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both
Breaking story from Naboo. In security news, a hand of the Emperor has docked planetside here in Theed. Watch out, Jedi scum.
We all know the cowardly traitors will run off planet from a true child of the Emperor.
That's what I said. A steal. I've got long speedos. I've got speedo bikes. I've even got droid animation. Here at Crazy Taxi.
Give yourself a taste of luxury for the price of peace. Come to Bartels Deluxe Touring Spot, where we definitely don't
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both
again, everyone. Let's turn back on the Hand of the Emperor's theme. Why not? Absolutely no problems. None are happening right now. Please excuse me. I just got myself dinner. My roommate very kindly made us a pot roast, and it is delicious, and it is chewy.
And Steph absolutely did not drop a bombshell, a potential bombshell, and then say, and now we're going live.
And
Yeah.
we're live.
Absolutely not. Definitely not. In any case, yeah, you all see this Hand of the Emperor, as it were, ignite her lightsaber, and Iseti books it. That she is moving quite quickly. This Hand of the Emperor is not prepared for this. I did roll initiative for the both of them to see how close it would be, and it's not even.
Oh.
Iseti has the jump on her, dives in, very nearly tackles Mar into the ship. What are you doing? Get the ship ready! Why aren't you in the gunner position? Fuck, green bullshit. And she runs angry into the cockpit area, slings into her chair, pulls on her headphones. Mar, how quickly do you get out? Actually, no. Roll me a dex save.
Okay.
I was going to ask, does Mar relay what he sees to the rest of us?
Yes, I think you would. And I believe that is a 6.
6. Lovely. The door starts closing on you. You do make it back inside, but it's frantically. You kind of stumbling a bit, trying to get your footing as you're trying to get into your position. And
Can I add a little flair?
Yes, please go for it.
I think my leg cape, I don't know what they're called. They're probably skirts, but gets caught in the door, and I just rip it, and so now it's like a little ripped.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. And you see, Octo. You're in the pilot's seat.
Mm.
The engines are running.
Yeah. The door is closed, and I want to fly away.
Yes. Mar, you are just on the in here. You feel the ship move. You don't quite have your footing yet. You stumble and slam into the wall. You're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage as you get slammed into the wall as this thing rises into the air. But you do notice that bit of cloth that got snagged as the ship rises pulls taut and slips a little. Where's everybody else?
Well, if I heard there is a Sith anywhere near, I am at the controls trying to make us as non-obvious as possible.
Lovely. You slide into position across from Iseti and back to back, basically. You guys are on the sides. Octothal's in the front. The gunnery position is going to be in the center of the ship. In the sort of living area, you climb up onto the table and pull down a ladder, get up in there. For Mar. Joanna, the technician position, is in the engines with Thimble.
Let's go.
Beautiful. I'd like all of you, as you're making your way in there. Actually, you know what? Octo's already in their position. Bella, I'm gonna just say as smooth as shit anyway.
She appreciates
I'm,
that.
Of course, I'm so sure. Joanna and Mar, I need you both to make acrobatics checks as this thing is moving and you're trying to get
yeah.
into position
Heck yeah.
frantically.
Ella is very glad her reputation precedes her.
23.
Hey.
Let's go.
Beautiful. So, you guys hear a thumping on the ship on top of the roof. Shakeen analyzes. We're getting readings. They are on the ship. Octo, shake it off, please. Yeah. Octo. Really. So, for the stream, all of our audience here, in the chat, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Star Wars 5e. It has a lovely little system for starfighter controls, and having everyone work together as part of a crew to complete starship tasks. Octorthal is our pilot. Everyone has different deployment roles. I am going to put the crew on blast a little bit. Did we actually look at our deployment roles and make the choices that we need? Or did we just say, oh, I'm that role?
I did say I'm that role.
I was told I'm that role, and I assumed that's what I needed.
Beautiful. Awesome. So, we're going to fake this until we make it. We're not going to use the deployment rules just yet. But there are lovely little... Basically, it's a pseudo class for you.
Okay.
But we'll deal with that a little bit later. Octo, make a piloting check.
Okay. Okay, there it is. I was like, where is it on my sheet?
Also, if you guys would like to, you should have access to the Pelican itself as a sheet. If you guys want to open that up, you can see all the things that it's proficient in, and you can get a sense of like the different energy readings and that kind of thing. Joanna, as the technician, one of the things that you can do is alter the way that the energy is on the ship. And technically, everyone can fire the guns, not just the gunner. However, the gunner's going to be the best at it. And for right now, I'm going to say, because we don't have our deployments fully yet, I am going to limit firing the guns to just Mar. Everyone is too focused and too green, too new at this to be able to slip in and out of their role. I'm going to grant a Bella, you as the operator, when you encounter other ships, I'm going to allow you to make checks to disrupt their communications and things like that. And Shakeen can grant you guys bonus dice for your tasks as the coordinator. And Thimble is running the ship's engines, giving it boosts and things. However, this is where we're at. Octo, make your piloting check.
Got a 16.
16? Lovely. You what give me a little bit more about that 16. What are you trying to do with this piloting check? You're trying to shake her off.
Yeah. I'm truly not thinking about anyone else right now. So sorry, everybody. I'm being kind of selfish right now. And I'm just like trying to like speed up, slow down, like really just like, you know, fuck balance up a little bit. I'm strapped in. I'm fine. It's like a ride, you know? We're good.
Hell
Everybody
yeah.
else?
Perfect. Also, Octo, I wasn't able to see that deployment on your sheet either, but there was a lot that I wasn't able to see on your sheet, even the stuff that you'd selected. So I just kind of picked some stuff. Yours is also the only deployment that worked properly when I plunked it into your sheet. So you should take a look at that SOTG section of your sheet.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
In particular, that venture that I gave you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
I thought that was appropriate.
Yeah, I did see
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I need it now.
No, you're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're trying to describe the movement of the ship again. I'm so sorry.
I'm like just like I'm truly tilting the whole ship, like left and right, because I'm still trying to figure out because like it's on buoys, right? Because we're like in the water.
You've lifted off already.
Okay.
So you're not on buoys anymore, but the buoys are still there.
Okay. So like I'm just trying to like as if I'm on water because I'm still kind of unaware of kind of things that are happening right now. And also I have this like sinking feeling in my stomach. And so I'm like, there's something wrong, very wrong, and I need whatever it is to get off. So whatever means necessary. Sorry, everyone.
Beautiful. Everyone's already in their positions, thankfully. But you do, and you hear, she's struggling to get off. Joanna, how are you helping this scenario as the technician?
I would think I am probably trying to kick this ship into overdrive. I'm trying to skip the 13 gears that it needs to power up and get out of dodge. So I am trying to skip it from first gear to at least fifth or sixth to give it that, the cartoon, like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Go up and, you know what I'm saying?
Shields and weapons, low power, engines up. We're pumping up those engines. We're gonna make it good. Octo, you're gonna have advantage on your next piloting check that you make. Safe. Moving on, Bella, there's not really any ships here, but you can keep an eye on some other things. You do see on the radar a blip start to appear. Something else is joining you guys in the air. Do you want to make me a check of some sort and to try to determine what that is? You can justify it to me.
I'm happy to do technology.
Beautiful, then do technology.
All right. Because I don't think you would take stealth.
If you could explain to me how your knowledge of stealth would help you identify a ship that is on your radar.
Yeah. It's only a 1 point difference, so. How does math work? That's a.
What you see in Arabia.
Math does not work well, is the answer.
Okay.
At least for me. 22.
22.
16 on the dice.
This is a nice little Imperial shuttle. Generic.
All right.
But still potentially lethal.
Yeah, Bella's just gonna hit the comms to make sure everyone hears. There's an Imperial shuttle coming in on our 6 o'clock.
And moving
behind.
to moving
Coming
to
up our
Mar.
rear. I mean, dang it.
As Octo says that, actually, Isati.
Look, Emperor's hand has sexy fingers. That's all I'm saying.
Sexy fingers.
You did this, Sophie. This is your fault.
I did. This is absolutely my fucking fault. Mar, in the gunner slot, a nice little targeting display pops up in front of you, and you can actually see outside the ship from the gun's perspective. You're in this thing, you're able to like turn around. It's pretty great, actually. And oh fuck, she is right fucking there on top of the ship where your gun is. I don't know if you can see that in the equipment section. Where are you? Really? Oh, I see what happened here. Ah, shit. I fucked up a little. We'll figure it out. I accidentally deleted the old Mar Ordo because you added in a new one before removing them from the crew, and now they're undefined.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, hey, no worries. That's my bad. You you have you can't see it on here because apparently it's just not here. You have two guns accessed. You have a you have a blaster cannon and a slug cannon. You know enough about weapons. Actually, I am gonna have you make a technology check with advantage about this scenario.
That would be a nat 20.
Holy shit, for a total of
21.
Hey, that's a-okay. We're fine with this.
This
Slug
will be
cannons are
needed.
fucking illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Super fucking illegal. The reason being, most shields are not able to account for that. And they rip right through them and just go straight through the ship itself into the hull. And also, blaster bolts, when you're in space, blaster bolts, as they travel, generally lose energy and then dissipate. That is an object that you're hurling into space. It will not stop moving until it hits something. That is not great, highly dangerous, and illegal for a reason. But it's on the ship.
Oh yeah. This is perfect tool for the job. And I would like to fire the slug thrower, please.
All right. At this person that is on your ship.
Oh yeah.
All right. You're going to make an attack roll with disadvantage because this person is on your fucking ship.
Okay.
If you hit, it's going to be real big.
Attack rolls are d20s, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're going to add your dexterity and your... Actually, I'm going to have this be the first... I'm going to have this be the first ship roll. You're going to add your dexterity... Sorry, your ship's dexterity and proficiency modifier.
Oh.
This is very awkward.
Yeah, okay. Where's the
Chat.
ships?
The Pelican has a really low dexterity.
It's
I'm
really
so sorry.
bad. It's really bad.
It's graceful as a brick. Thank you.
It is
We haven't even been on
graceful
here
as
for
its
an hour.
namesake. Pelican.
Knows already about it.
Okay, I do want to follow up. Why is this a disadvantage?
Because she is on top of the ship.
Okay, does my sharpshooter or snapshot style go into this?
Read me your snapshot style.
You no longer have disadvantage on ranged attack weapons being within 5 feet of a hostile creature.
Yes, that applies. You're not a disadvantage.
Thank
I'm gonna
fucking
allow
Christ.
this. That's so fucking sick.
Yeah, I don't want to get cocky, but
Don't get-
I also want to know, just for damage sake, would my weapons expert go into this as well?
Read me what weapons expert does.
I don't know. It says you gain proficiency with all blasters, and then I gain proficiency
We're
with
already
all.
adding proficiency to this, but yeah.
Yeah. And if you already have proficiency, whenever you would roll weapon damage, you choose to have advantage.
Weapon damage.
Yeah. So basically, on the damage roll, I would get advantage. Is how
Yeah.
I'm reading that.
Yeah, if you hit her,
Okay.
you have advantage on the damage roll. If you hit her.
Okay. So I rolled a nat 19. But for the pelican, it has a -1 to dexterity.
But a +2 because of proficiency.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing plus nothing for the proficiency.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of reasons for that. Ignore that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then that would be a 20. If I'm doing my math right.
Yep. You hit her. So another thing for the chat and for my players, because they didn't read the Starships of the Galaxy section, which, fair. I've barely glanced at it. Calling myself out too. Ship to personnel damage is 10 times the normal amount.
Yeah.
You fire the slug thrower at her.
Mm-hmm.
So, big bad, dead. Campaign over. Bye, y'all.
You
That was easy.
go ahead and roll me 1d6
Okay.
plus 3 because
Plus
that is the
30.
pelican's strength.
Okay, I got a 1.
Roll with advantage. Roll with advantage.
Oh yeah, I roll with advantage.
Roll
Thank
with
you.
advantage.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, yeah, that's a 2. Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
That's 20.
Plus
Times
is
10.
5.
Times 10. That makes a big
20.
difference.
So, well, hold on. Plus 3 is 5. Times 10 is 50.
50.
I'm gonna have her make a strength saving throw.
Off the ship. Off the ship.
No.
I think it's pronounced yeet.
Yeah. She.
Yote.
I yachted.
Mar, you have not gotten the chance to fight a Jedi. There are stories in your clan of how to fight Jedi, of why the Mandalorians still make use of slug throwers and add them to their arsenal, even though they are antiquated as fuck. And it is because of Jedi. They're trained to instinctively try to block these kind of bullets. Any kind of blaster. You know that if you reach for that actual blaster, she's going to reflect it right back at you. It's not going to be pretty. And in fact, she tries. A bullet about this size goes hurtling towards her chest. She pulls up her lightsaber in time to block it, but molten sludge hits her in the chest and launches her off of the ship.
This is the way.
Fucking beautiful.
She's even hotter. Sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Literally smoking.
The shuttle zooms in. She's falling. She rights herself. That is the last you see of her as the ship goes.
Did those of us in the cockpit see her go flying?
You know what? Yeah. Go ahead and make me a perception check, Bella and Octrothal.
My dice ran away.
Oh no!
Oh, heck yeah.
But I'll take it.
That's
I can use that. So that's an 18.
Beautiful.
that is a
No.
not natural 20.
17.
Synthetic 20. 17 and a synthetic 20.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys see a black blur zoom by the side of the ship. It's Iseti, without like missing a beat. That takes care of that. Lovely. And Bella, that ship is still there.
Yeah. There's like a moment of Bella like, what? How did that? What did?
Make me an
there.
investigation check.
All right. Focus. I'm not going to throw this one on the ground. That's a 19.
19. Yeah, the trajectory of that shuttle and the falling rate of that Hand of the Emperor, that shuttle's going to catch the Hand of the Emperor.
Yeah. Can I just try to, while they're focused on her, can I just like try to make sure we're not on their radar? I want to be a distant memory by the time they've got her in hand.
100%. The Pelican, you are going to make for it a charisma interfere check. It is not proficient in it, so we're not going to add your proficiency bonus, but you are going to make that with the Pelican's charisma bonus.
Okay. Oh, well, that's cocked. Okay, well, that is a 6 plus 2 for an 8, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Defiant to add a 4 to that. So that's at least a 12.
Beautiful. Yeah. Awesome. You managed to fuck with their systems just enough that you think that you might have opened up a window.
Right.
And moving to Octo. Any fancy flying? You see the I'm assuming you're still climbing, yes?
Yeah.
Gonna get out of here? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've opened up a little blind spot in their radar along this trajectory. If you want to.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yes. Don't forget you have advantage on your next
Advantage,
pilot
yeah.
roll.
I do. Incredible.
I would like to also note, this is not canon, this is Legends, so hyperdrives make sense. As soon as you leave the planet's effective gravity well, and are in the like actual outer space bit, where you're like well out of we would consider it in a very wide orbit of the planet, you can make the jump to hyperspace.
Okay. So then I would like to use my entire turn to dash action.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So
Make
another
that piloting
piloting
check. Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And then
We're
okay.
not doing anything fancy, so I'm not going to have you make a maneuvering check.
I kind of want to use the thing.
Okay.
Because now that bad feeling is out of my guts,
Mhm.
I'm like, let's replace it with something. And then I dig deep, so to speak.
Okay. You know what? Sure. We're gonna you're gonna make that dexterity maneuvering check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I add a total of so many things. So that's
Yeah, that venture there will allow you to add a grand total.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
this is with advantage.
3 total. Because it's half that modifier.
Oh yeah. So then I add 7.
So
total.
3 total because it's -1 + 2 + 2.
Oh, because I'm using the shit.
Yes,
Understand
exactly.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm,
Great.
Because we're doing that many.
Okay, great. Awesome. This is with advantage, and that's awesome. That's a 19.
19 total?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. You find that trajectory, and the way that you do it, you know how interference works a little bit. and you know the way that radars work a little bit. Quite a lot of the time, these radars are imperfect, and they're predicting a trajectory that they don't actually detect. So you make it like you're going in a specific direction, and then in the point where you're pretty sure the blip is going to be, you just kind of follow your gut instinct, and you dump yourself into the spot where that actual bit of interference is. So they're going to see their blip on the radar moving this way when you're actually going this way.
Incredible.
And you guys see, easily enough, you've passed a good number of checks here. The Pelican flies away into the outer space. The shuttle flies away the opposite direction. You see it disappear over the horizon as it tries to find you, to no avail. And I'm not going to make you guys make the astrogation checks this time around to get out of there, because there's no pressure. There's no reason for you to have to make them. You jump into hyperspace. Octorthal, tell me where what system you're taking us to. This is not going to affect next session, but what system are you taking us to? If you need some help, you do have that galaxy map in front of you. And if you zoom in on the Pelican down there in the lower quadrant, over here, you can kind of see some systems down there.
Huh?
Check it out. Pelican, right there.
Ah!
Yeah. This is where you guys are.
I only see a black screen.
Yeah,
I
I've
see
only got a black
screen.
Oh, you guys only got a black screen? What the
Yeah.
hell?
That's all we got.
I was
Give
like,
me a moment.
I'm a bad
I thought
navigator.
that I had told it to
I was just waiting for a very dramatic reveal.
vision, global
Right.
illumination.
Right.
Dramatic.
We're gonna save that. Okay, can you guys see
There
it
it
now?
is.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely going to like an outer rim for sure. Okay, so we're there.
The farther away you go and the more like hyperspace lanes that you have to like turn on and traverse, the longer the jump is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if you care, but you're the pilot. You get to pick the destination right now.
Yeah. I'm currently looking at I'm gonna butcher it and I don't care. Uriadu. It's not super far. But it connects us to a lot of stuff.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I see it.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. You guys feel the sudden acceleration and then the steadiness of the jump to hyperspace.
Mm.
You puke if you need to. And it's peace. Here, Iseti's labored breathing. Takes off her headset, sets it on the ground. Well, sets it on the table in front of her on the little hook. Just kind of holds her face in her hands.
She's sitting in a chair.
She is sitting in a chair.
I walk right up to her, upset, and I like slam my hand on the back of the chair. And I say, "What the fuck is up?"
Yeah, you got some mighty powerful enemies there.
Excuse me. All right, everyone, meeting now. Kroot comes.
Excuse me.
She walks over to the that little like living area with the hollow chest table, all the chairs and things. She doesn't sit down. She's just pacing. Anyone can make an insight check on her if you would like.
Would I have heard her call the family meeting if I'm down like the engine room area?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Especially you'd see Thimble zipping out of the area like he's got
fucking
some
click. Okay, whatever. And I just
also yeah, you guys smell something delicious that has finished baking by this point.
Not burnt yet. That's good. Bella goes in, drops on a couch. 15 insight check, but she's watching for when Mar comes in.
15. Okay. 15. Yeah, she is pissed. Actually, no idea what that was. Let me rephrase that. She knows what kind of person that is. She might even know who it is, but it's not her enemy.
I rolled a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else roll anything decently high?
I rolled a 13.
13. Okay. You
Sorry,
can tell what Bella
I'm
was
a
able
bad
to tell.
player. I wasn't paying attention.
No worries. You're also just showing up in the room, so you see Iseti pacing angrily.
Okay.
In the room.
Can
everyone
I
else
insight to read the room opposed to just her?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Go for it.
That's a
I promise we will get to your nat 20 in a second. What was that?
23.
23?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You know what? Bella and Mar, mute us, please.
Secrets! Oh, secret!
Sorry, figuring out how to do that.
Joanna,
Secrets don't make friends.
After a moment, I am going to have you mute us too, but not yet. Okay. Awesome. Octo and Joanna. She knows a lot more than she's done. This is definitely not her enemy. But she knows something about this crew and is about to let it loose in the ship. Joanna, I'm going to have you mute us too now. Octo, what is the total of your insight check? Not just the nat 20.
Meow.
Oh my gosh, where is my character sheet? Insight 21.
Insight 21 total?
Mm.
Okay. That is a success. I am bumping it up to that critical success because of the nat 20.
Mm.
You sense something. Her weapons aren't what they seem. There are 2 crystals in her gun. You know this.
I think me, the player, knows what those crystals are, but
Would Octo? Let's make a lore check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lore check real
Would they
fast.
know?
Nothing. That's a 3 on the die. So
3 on the die plus
for 6.
6 total.
A total of 6.
Kyber crystals are actually quite common
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of technologies, including blasters. In this case, they're usually synthetic. These are living in a sense that you have not gotten to see in a very long time, maybe ever. You don't know what this quality might mean, but you know what Kyber is. That's not.
I'd like to, if you'll let me.
Okay.
I'd like to angrily whisper, if that makes sense, in my brain.
Okay.
And for it to work.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. You're the only one that can hear yourself now. Do you want to explain to the chat what it is that you're doing?
I am using Force Whisper.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to direct it at Iseta and just be like, I need you to step the fuck up and tell me what the fuck is going on. How the fuck did I get on this shit?
Accompanied by a smirk, which I will describe to the rest of the crew as well. You hear back immediately. Don't worry, these people are to be trusted. Just play along for now.
Okay.
And maybe speak up with your heart.
Okay. So if they are to be trusted, can you be trusted?
That's for you to decide.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna quickly tell you, I saw Joe fiddling with your door. Okay?
Make a deception check.
Okay. I dropped the dice. It doesn't count. I dropped that dice.
I'm signaling for them to come back, by the way. As you're making that check.
The check is a 22.
22, beautiful. You all see Octorthal look from her to her blaster and then look at her very angrily. And then Iseti, not really breaking character, smirks, just kind of chuckles to herself. All right. I have been tailed. That is nothing new. I've been tailed by many a hand of the law. One of you has some explaining to do on why the fuck a hand of the Emperor would be taken. Can you guys hear me yet? You should be able to. They still have me muted.
Unmute.
Come back. Here.
Yeah. We're good.
We love it.
Beautiful. Are we back?
I'm back.
Yes.
Hi, back. I'm sorry.
I'm back now.
Awesome. Okay.
I was starting to wonder if that was like a super long.
I know. It was like, wow, this is going.
I meant for this to go a little bit differently.
Am I just like being ignored here? I'm still muted?
What?
Octothal
Wait,
had to make
Octothal
a
did
decision.
something unexpected? Wait,
Yeah,
no.
look at that.
No.
Rolled a
I've done
check,
nothing.
got a 22. Octothal looked at Iseti, at her gun, got really angry, focused. And Iseti kind of smirks, chuckles, shakes her head. All right, I've been tailed before. Not like that. Not by a hand of the Emperor. One of you, or at least one, has some explaining to do on why the fuck a hand of the Emperor would be tailing our ship and me as a captain.
I point to Mar. Mar? Mar. Where's Mar? Hold on. I need to bring up my. There. Yeah.
It's funny because he's short too.
Literally like 5 inches shorter than you. Literally like a head shorter than you. Yeah.
Hey, bud.
All I know is that isn't a typical hand of the Empire.
Oh.
That was a Jedi.
What makes
I hate
you,
to
what
disappoint
makes you so sure?
you, but all of them are to a degree. I do assume you mean force sensitive.
I don't know what the difference is.
Understandable. Most people don't. Jedi implies some training in a very particular method of handling the force. Force sensitive is simply you are born with a little bit of instinctual connection. Things. Forgive me, it's a particular special interest of mine.
Is that why you have a slug thrower?
Quite perceptive. Yes.
I'm a Mandalorian. It's my religion.
One of the reasons why I hired you. No one is going to break the silence. You truly have no reason that someone might be after you. Bella, you are very, very low.
Quiet.
That is strange. Any better?
Oh,
No?
you're back? Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Back.
It's a great big galaxy. I'm sure everyone's got their secrets, but to have a hand chasing us, that ain't no good.
No, it is not.
None of my
got
secrets are
this.
good enough.
All right. Well, you all are having a hard time trusting each other. That makes sense. It is your first time meeting everyone. Having a hard time trusting me. Again, makes sense. I'll start. Hello. My name is Shakeen. Alias is as Alias does. This is how smuggling works. Papers and such. Bella, as she says her name, her eyes do drift to you and lock on a little bit.
Did I by chance see Ekthal looking at her weapon?
I
I've
did
seen
describe it to everyone. If you would
Yeah.
like there to be a chance, you're
Yeah.
welcome to roll for it.
Yeah. Perception, I assume.
Yeah, sure.
It's not my best. Oh, 17.
17, beautiful. Yeah, you clocked it.
Yeah, her eyes kind of look at her, flicker down to the weapon, lifts one eyebrow. I assume you know our names, since you greeted us by them.
That I do.
You've got a whole bunch of squeaky clean weapons on board from what I've seen.
Mhm.
Too clean, if you catch my drift.
And it's not just weapons.
Oh, and what else would they be on for?
Squeaky clean in the cockpit.
Mhm.
Other ships that I've had the pleasure of, I don't know if piloting is even the correct word for it, but getting by with it is nothing compared to what you have in this ship. And the outside. All of your attachments. Brand spanking new.
I'll admit this ship is my pride and joy. But you're focusing on the wrong things. This, honestly, is my personal project. Bella here is on the right track. Mars got a piece. And Octo, you do have a piece. Oh, more than that, probably. She crosses her arms across her chest. I did my research. I know a lot about maybe more than you might have accepted so far. You four exhibit some strange qualities. Just a little too good at guessing. A little too fast. A little too smooth talking. A little too connected to things. Maybe more than you wish you were. And if I could tell, then the Empire certainly could. I keep an eye out for folks like you, as do a lot of others that I am connected to. I've never had a crew before. Or students. There's an opportunity here. A bit of a rescue. Bit of a financial opportunity. Do you all understand what I'm saying, or am I just speaking sand?
I hear you saying a lot. I'm just here for a job, sugar.
Running away from it. I understand. I suppose you want mine. If not a hand. She holds out a hand. And where did you put that kyber crystal?
It's in a pocket. It's in the hip.
It flies out of your pocket and into her hand. Not yet. Besides,
you're
you're running away from it,
surprised.
aren't you? So you don't want that, do you? That would make you a target.
And you act all surprised that you got a hand after you.
Part of the act,
That on board?
unfortunately. I was trying to goad you all into admitting, but you're stubborn.
Admitting what?
You can hear the song of the universe. You can empathize too cleanly. That you have a bit of the force in you. Awakened more than others may have.
Dr. Thal, you're flying this thing, ain't you?
Yeah. Got any places in mind?
Yeah, Belle will just stand and start heading towards one of the rooms. Drop me off at the nearest port.
You will get picked up, a liar. Like it or not, this ship is the safest place for you. To survive, we must have you.
I was just going to stop outside the door and just turn. You think you're real clever, pulling together a whole group of people, telling us force connected or whatever. No. I know how the Empire works. This makes us a target, and I don't got no interest in being any part of this.
What if I could tell you I could teach you to hide it?
Unless you can tell me how to shut it off, I don't want no part of this.
Bella. I don't know how you do with camaraderie and all that kind of stuff, you know. And this goes for the rest of y'all too. I'm in that boat with you. I don't know if it's the same level. But there was a certain way that we got out of there the way we did. And it wasn't my piloting, I can tell you that much. So, I don't want the Empire to take a goodie like you. And if me saying this right now is going to make you stay, I'm going to do it.
You're real cute, but you don't know what you're talking about, darling.
The gentlest way possible, I use the force power burst under my feet.
Holy shit. Yeah. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, because it's under my feet. I'm not doing under anybody else's feet. This is me, baby.
Each creature within range other than you.
No!
They put the warnings at the end of the spell.
Come on, bro. So sorry. I didn't mean it.
So that's all of us then?
That's all of us.
Sorry, everybody.
And it's a
I love
dexterity
it.
saving throw.
Wanted to make a point.
Oh, you
So
made
happy.
your point.
I'm so happy. That's better than I want it to be, but that's a 10.
That's a 13 for me.
That's 24.
Power DC is 14 for Octo.
Yeah.
So you two fail.
Yeah.
The ground, the like metal flooring kind of pops and some bolts fly out at you. Octo, go ahead and roll that 1d8.
Yeah.
So excited.
Do I have to say how many it is?
Oh, that's 8.
Yes.
That's an 8. That's an 8.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. It's an
8 kinetic damage to all of you that took that. Not Joanna. Joanna, you kind of know where the bolts are going to fly instinctively.
That's my mechanic.
You catch on. Actually,
Can I spin this a little bit?
yeah, please.
So I've just been standing there, arms crossed, listening to this whole like, oh, there's the force is coming after us. We all have the force. Blah.
Yeah.
And I see, like I just kind of see the bolts going places. Like I don't yell, but I give that disappointed drop an octave. We got out of that fight because of your piloting, because of your gunnership, and because you knew what the hell we were doing. We got out of that because the 4 of us realized what we needed to do, and we got it done. We didn't use the force, we used our heads. You didn't use the force to pilot, you used the joystick. You didn't use the force in order to figure out where the targeting went to shoot the kid off with the glow stick. You used your aim. You used your ridicule, and you pulled the trigger. You didn't use the force to figure out what we were doing. You used your brain. Now, you can believe anything you want to. They're going to be after you for whatever you have in this cargo bay. They're going to be after you for whatever you did before we got here. I'm here for the money. And I'm going to turn into one of the cabin doors and just...
Joanna, how did you know that he shot her? And how did you know that Bella jammed their comms? Because you did. Who told you that?
That's her job, is to tell us what to do. I made ship go fast.
That's my job. She's the operator.
I made
You
ship
knew what
go
was
fast.
going on in that cockpit. Yes, you made ship go fast. You did that. You did so beautifully.
He's the gunner. He guns things.
Yes. You described perfectly exactly what he did. You described perfectly exactly what Bella did. Who told you that?
You guys were talking about it when I came up here
No,
from
we
the
weren't.
engine room.
Not really.
You must have been.
I just said what kind of gun it was, and that it was a Jedi.
I wasn't speaking.
I'm glad we're having this discussion while I'm bleeding out, and Bella's just wiping. She's got 2 hit points left.
I've got one. Yeah.
We look like shit. It's great. It's so good.
So sorry.
You all can keep secrets. This is good. Normally, I save this talk until we're a little more assured on what is going on. You want to be left at the nearest starport. I understand that, I suppose, but you truly are making a humongous mistake. You're doing this for the money. I understand. You're afraid of the force for what it led your sister down. Lost a lot of people to Order 66.
You're super quiet.
We lost a lot of people to Order 66. She walks over to Alaya. Looks at her. Says, I'm sorry. Troubling you? She holds out her hand. And as you see a tear fall down her eye, your wounds heal. You heal, if I can find a D8, that would be lovely. 9 points. The first step is going to take a lot of trust from all of us. I am not a Jedi anymore. I was once. The person that was following us. They are definitely not a Jedi. They may have been once. I don't know who they are. I know of Hands of the Emperor. I don't know who this one is. The group I run with now, called the Chowan, is a little different. Alaya, if you would like to make that roll, that lore check, you would have had access to a lot of archives that no one else would have had. Go ahead and make that lore check for me.
You're not going to believe this.
Is it a nat 20? Holy shit.
Thank
Fuck
you, Thimble.
yeah. Absolutely,
+2.
yeah. What a good little die. Yeah. Chowan is a word meaning harmony. A group of force sensitives like this, not in the archives, not in the Imperial archives. But you can tell she's telling the truth. This group, the word Chowan, has been around for a long fucking time. If this group has been around anywhere near as long as that word has, and it's not in the Imperial archives, not on the Empire's radar as an enemy of interest, these people really fucking do know how to hide this shit.
There's a long pause. Bella's eyes move past her to the rest of the group, just kind of taking in everyone's expression, much as they can with Mar. Only so much I can get through that.
I'm an open book.
Has Joe reopened her door yet, by the way, or has she been shouting through it this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's like little kid slammed the door and like moping on her bed.
Okay, lovely, beautiful.
Looks at Thorol and then to Mar. It's like just trying to get a read on what other people are taking of this.
Go ahead and make an insight check. I'm gonna try to speed us past here to the points that we need to.
Oh yeah, it's real bad. It's real bad. It's a 3 on the dice.
You've for a total of
There's the long pause, and then she'll just lean in and drop her voice. I'm real good at hiding. If the Empire gets wind that I'm in your group, it's gonna be even harder than usual.
I know how to deal with that. And frankly, you do too. I didn't pick you all on a whim. In a sense, I was forced to, but at the same time, you all have skills. What say you all? And Joanna? We both don't like Jedi, for the record. You're among friends here. Jedi are stupid idiots.
Slowly come out of my room, close.
There we go.
Poopy buttholes.
Truly.
That's also
Truly poopy butt.
Joe's wall.
No, Joe. On the inside, it says Joe's door.
Yes.
Joe's room.
Bella's just gonna, your credits better spend. And shoulder checker, and then just go lay on like the couch, take up the whole thing, like feet on the cushions, hands behind the head. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm not upset.
You're upset.
Ma, yeah. She pulls her blaster out of her pocket, throws it to you.
I catch it.
You get a good look at this shit. I am going to send in the Discord chat the art that I made of Shakeen. Now that I have the chance to. And our good friend Yaga will be able to post that for everyone else.
I just take a moment to appreciate Sophie and AKA Sketch for all the character art that she has done.
Seriously.
All the art, everything.
Yeah.
Just want to say that.
Ooh.
I have to ask, was she gonna be a short queen before we all picked our heights, or was that?
Yeah. No, that has been a part of her canon for literally ever.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm the only not short.
Mark, you're examining this gun. It has 2 components to it. And is mostly hollow if you don't count one of those components. You can extract it.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
No, you haven't. At least not in person. And I know that you haven't trained with either of them. Would you like to? It is your birthright.
It is against the creed to rely on Jedi magics and sorcery.
And don't rely on it, but use it to your advantage.
But if this is the job, then it is against the creed to not complete the job. This is the way.
This is the way. And thus, Shakeen begins to teach you all the way of the Chowan. And we pick up next week as we travel, sure, why not, to Najarka. And if any of you know what the fuck that planet is, you'd surprise me, because I didn't know what this planet was. And it features on it, or rather, we're going to be running through an old, like, Star Wars RPG. Like, we're talking, like, early 2000s.
Oh,
Star Wars
old.
RPG. I think it was maybe even in the 90s that this was written. I adapted it for this. This is what you guys have to look forward to. So maybe look up Najarka if you want to. Do not look at any of the references on Najarka, because as far as I'm aware, this is the only piece of Star Wars media that prominently features it. And you may get spoiled.
Well.
N-A-J-R, sorry, J-A-R-K-A.
You're gonna have to type that out because dyslexic is not. It's not gonna work.
Understandable. I'm typing it in the chat.
Thank you.
Star Wars
Thank you.
Fantasy?
Thank you. Yep.
Dyslexia? Nah.
Nope. Yaga got it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
it was like N and J. Nope, reverse those, and I'm like, no, I'm lost. There's a Q and a Z in there somehow.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And players, I have some reading material for you. I wrote up the way that the Chowan work, and you guys would learn about the 5 divisions as well. Actually, one last roll before we leave today. Mar, go ahead and make me a lore check with proficiency, despite the fact that you actually with expertise,
Oh,
despite the fact that you are not proficient in lore.
okay. I don't know what it with expertise would be. Is that double my
Double your proficiency. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're giving us homework?
I'm giving you homework. Just a little. Not a crazy amount of homework.
Oh, mercy.
And then
That's-
like homework that like maybe not do that homework. Here's your reading. Don't look up Najarka, but like look up Najarka.
Yeah. If you would like to. You don't have to.
Yeah, yeah. But like it might
That-
spoil, you know?
If you read any of the references,
Okay.
it may spoil. But reading like the biology and things like that, it's a cool planet. So it's
That's a 7.
7.
Oh, buddy.
Hey,
I rolled
love it.
really low.
you know what's
Look.
really funny?
You knocked the Sith off the ship, so you did
I
it when
did
it
my
counted.
one cool thing. Yeah.
Yes. that
Yeah,
was-
it's okay.
You had one
this
job and you
is-
understood the assignment.
yeah.
This is recognizing Mandalorian language.
Oh, I
The
speak Mandalorian
5
language.
Yeah. And maybe deciphering where it might have come from.
Mm-hmm.
You just recognize it at this point because you rolled not quite high enough to recognize where it would come from. As Shakeen is teaching you about the Chowan and its divisions, each of the divisions is a Mandalorian word. It is in Mandoa.
Ooh.
Not interested in that.
Oh.
And as we leave the Pelican, where it is, the crew does some odd jobs here and there, learning a bit about the Force and about each other as they continue on. And we'll pick back up several days later, maybe weeks, at level 3.
What?
As
Oh,
we
boy.
attempt to rescue the Crying Dawn Singer. All right. Now, we're going to go in reverse this time. This has been Sophia, Esther, your game master. You can find me everywhere at aka_sketch, except Tumblr, which is just aka sketch, no spaces, no underscore. And I'll continue screaming about this game and posting art. Moving on to Mr. Ray.
Hey, I've been Mr. Ray. You can find me on the podcast $2 Creature Feature. It's Monster of the Week, so supernaturally style, spooky stuff. If you like groups that are hate each other initially and eventually get found love, that's our niche. I also make very weird oddball games. A lot of one-page stuff that's just like every version of Owen Wilson coming together trying to stop the apocalypse. That's one of them. It's called Apocalypse.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I've got
hate it.
stuff like that. So feel free to check that out.
Oh, that's happening.
Yeah.
And Merp?
Hi everybody, my name is Merm. Wow, I'm blanking so hard right now. I have been Octorthal, the tall queen of the group, even though I'm not even that tall. Like it was said in chat, I am the Twi'lek Jawa that is the tallest, and the second highest is our 5'5" toddler, Joe. I have a lot of stuff in the works, if I'm being completely honest, and I don't like that. I want to be like, look at all these fun things I do. So hopefully I'll have more next week. But that's me. You can find me at Mermwrites, MIRMWRITES on Instagram or Mermtrain on Blue Sky. All my links will be in chat. So that's me.
And Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kay. I do video games by day and TTRPGs every chance that I get. Outside of that, I have been Bella Lago, and you can find me on the internets at either at Damphyr, DAMPHYR.com, at Blue Sky, or find me at Chaotic Wholesome, chaoticwholesomepresents.com. We do the Table Talk Show every Tuesday, all things tabletop from indies to intersectionality. Find me on the Emergency Power Podcast, where I play more outer space shenanigans, which is the worst person who has ever existed. Season 4 is coming out soon. And every other Friday, find me over at Entropy Emporium, where I play Brandon, the Himbo Drake Warden Ranger. Someone gave him a dragon. It's the worst thing ever. He makes his own strain of good berry and just torments everyone. It's great.
I love you so much for that.
Hell yeah, dude.
And over at chaoticwholesomepresents.com, you can find some tools and resources we put together. We were talking about Acton Cthulhu in the green room before. Google Sheets-based character sheet there, as well as Google Sheets-based free group Lines and Veils document, so everyone can quickly and easily input their stuff, collate it all together, and everyone can reference it while protecting player privacy. So it's dangerous to go alone. Take safety tools.
And finally, Adelaide.
Hi, my name is Adelaide, and I was playing Johanna. I don't do any cool stuff like these people do. You can find me here doing this at Meadowlark. That's what I do. You can find me at the socials at Meadowlark Socials, because that's me doing the thing. That's me.
That's cool stuff.
Fun thing me, yay!
Absolutely. And thank you guys for joining a Sterling Garden. Remember, this is a charity stream. We are benefiting Gender Alchemy. Up there is that QR code, or you can do that exclamation mark donate to look at their donate page on PayPal. They are a 501c3 organization helping to support, educate, and heal trans folks like myself and others in this church. Thank you all so very much for watching. It has been so lovely sharing this world with you all. And the weirdness that is my little fanfic. Super cool gray Jedi group.
Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Of course.
Like, oh my God, this was like so much fun.
All right. Love you all. Thank you for watching. I forgot my little thing. Until next time, may you grow in wisdom. Fucking hell, I had a whole thing. Please excuse my unprofessionalism. Until next time, may you act in wisdom, grow in love, and find connection in our many stories.